Hey, it's Bryon Lape, and according to Myers-Briggs, I'm crazy! Alright, thank you for 5 minutes with Bryon. It's been a while since we've done these videos. Trying to do some things a little different. I keep saying that. Toby's going to make it different, right? And we've got on face recognition. This is going to be an awesome test with the Nikon D7000. Learn to breathe, dude. Alright, so I wanted to go over my results. I shared several months ago that I was tested as an INTJ. And many people were saying, I don't know if you're an INT or an ENT or, blah, blah, blah. So, first of all, I want you to know this is my report. There's my name, but hopefully it shows up. And right there in purple, what's it say? I think it says INTJ. Now what you'll notice though is on the intro version, I'm moderate. Okay, now I'm really sharing myself now. Some people are really like, you may have been, but you ain't no more. That's fine, I don't care. This is just a way of getting to know me, I guess. My intuition is down a lot. Do you mind? You know, these people come, they want to see me, not you. And I've got slobber all on my leg now. So things change, right? One time I did test on the Myers-Briggs, took an online one several years ago. I must have been almost 10 years ago. Perhaps more, I don't even remember. And I tested as an EXTJ, which is very interesting in that the weakest point I have is that second letter. It's not very clear one way or the other. My thinking probably gone down as I've tried to become more in touch with my feelings, and sometimes I'm a little too in touch with my feelings. And judging is still pretty high. Again, 15 years ago, these probably all been in the clear. And some people see it as a weakness, some people see it as a strength. Just depends. I decided, hey, I need to become a more well-rounded individual and understand people, and that's probably what's affected me over the years. So, on with that. So that's page, whatever it is, page 3. So page 4, we have more of that kind of stuff. But what I really wanted to go through was my breakdown in each category so that people can understand, okay, introvert, he's on YouTube, he's on Vidler, he's all over the place. If I do a video search for Bryon Lape, I go find all kinds of crazy stuff. And I don't care if this blows up. If this thing goes at 5 minutes and I still have to talk, I'm going to keep talking. Trying to expand my horizons some more. So, anyway, here is where I am. Quiet and intimate is very high. Some people are, what? Here's what's interesting. Enthusiastic, I'm not, as you can see, and hopefully this comes out. I don't even know where this is. I didn't even test with the paper. Reflective, this is what I'm trying to improve a great deal on, and contained, I'm probably not as contained. It just depends. Depends on how people know me, how they interact with me. One person will see me in a situation where I'm not comfortable, and I'll just be a speck on the wall or a guy hanging out in the corner. I asked my girlfriend from high school, or one of them, and they'll, oh yeah, wallflower, just, I don't even know he's there half the time. iPhone, someone forgot to put it on vibrate. So, and then intimate, seeking personal one-to-one relationships. That right there is, I believe, one of my greatest strengths. Because that is what I seek. And that's what we're doing with some of these videos too, is to really reach out and let people know who I am. So I got a minute to go, and I'm not going to rush through this. Like I said, trying to expand. So, intuition, conceptual, is really high. I was a computer science major in college. Well, I started as a music major, and then I switched to computer science. Theoretical computer science is where I did my best in classwork. The practical stuff I did okay, but it took a lot of energy. What I like about this is I never got into architecture particularly, but I probably should have. And I had more than one coworker said, you ought to do that full time. I mean, you're a good coder, you're one of the best that they've ever seen, but your concepts, I can really grasp the concepts, and the more abstract the concept, the better I have with it. Even in college, people were telling me things like that. I had to go into education and things like that. So here's thinking. Now I do have an out of preference with questioning, like commenting, approving, agreeable, and make one harmony. That is correct. I hate conflict, and sometimes that's a very big negative. Because sometimes conflict is absolutely necessary. And I'll make it go so I don't go 10 minutes. And but conflict without resolution is just destruction. So many times I'm afraid that that's what's going to end up, is we're going to have a conflict with no resolution. 2, 3, or 4 parties are going to be angry with one another. No one's going to listen to one another, and so therefore the conflict is destructive. There's no construction there. So logical, reasonable, very high. This has probably gone down since I've been out of school for the last few years, doing more management and things like that. And there goes the stupid iPhone again. And see my video on that. That's hilarious. So, judging, systematic. I was very surprised by this. If you saw my desk at home, it's a mess, but it's not a jumbled mess, it's not a random mess, it's an organized mess. My desk at work is always basically clean. Drives my wife nuts. She'll come visit me over. Why can't your desk at home be like this? It's because at work I'm not doing nearly as much as I'm trying to do at home. And planful, yeah, that's good. I hate open-ended. I hate non-closure. It's something I really have to work on, because a lot of people are right here, especially a more perceiving person. A really good perceiving person will be like here on this, and I need to really understand them and know how to deal with them. And then on here, methodical, again, a lot of methodologies I've learned in the past have been surpassed, or I've gotten away from them, too lazy to keep going with them, and I can understand this. And this is this one I'm going to increase. I got to get this to about a 3, or maybe in a 3.5. And so let methods take me somewhere to my goal, right? So I have a goal, and I'm here, and I'm here. My goal's here, and I want to get there. Step, 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 step. So anyway, the rest of this is just really a breakdown on what is all these parts and what they mean. And again, for those who are interested, so go ahead and look at this and see why you think I'm an E. A gregarious, active, enthusiastic. I have some of these traits, very true. Hopefully you can hear me over the dog down there chewing on his toy. Around the office, people call me Eeyore, so that ought to tell you where I am many times, although I'm trying very, very hard to change it. I don't like falsehood either, so being up and energetic just to be that, I come across as very shallow. So if I'm going to be sincere, and that's another topic for another video that we'll get to, I have to be honest, and I have to have integrity. So I'm looking at ways to be more enthusiastic without being false, without being superfluous, without being just on the surface and not really having some deep, deep enthusiasm. So, all right, well, we're almost at 10 minutes, one of the longest videos I've ever done that wasn't doing something with a camera. This is awesome, great. We'll get to some more here in just a few minutes, and thank you for coming by, and write your comments down below. They've been great, and I love them. And let's get the conversation going, shall we? Thank you very much.